So you want to be a writer, right? But where do you even start? It can feel pretty overwhelming. Well, today we're going to lay out a super practical, no-nonsense roadmap based on the advice of author and teacher Skip Press. This is all about going from just dreaming about it to actually doing it. Let's dive in.
Okay, first things first. Let's get one thing straight. Prest doesn't sugarcoat it. He says he's dug ditches, been a carpenter, even worked in a foundry. And he says nothing is harder than writing. So you can just throw out that romantic image of sitting in a cafe waiting for inspiration to strike. This is real work.
All right, so if it's that hard, then what's the secret sauce? How do people actually make it? Well, it's not some hidden talent or magical gift. It all starts with a huge, fundamental shift in how you think about the whole thing. And here it is. This is probably the most important step you can take. You have to stop thinking of yourself as an artist waiting for a lightning bolt of inspiration and start thinking like a professional, a tradesperson. Writing is a job, period. I mean, just look at this comparison. On the left, you've got this myth of the artist, waiting for the perfect moment. And on the right, that's the reality of a working writer. They don't wait for inspiration, they have a strict schedule. They don't obsess over perfection right away, they perfect their craft over time. It's a totally different mindset. So, what does this workmanlike view really look like in practice? It means you see editors and readers as your customers, and they're tough customers. It's about showing up every single day, writing what pays the bills, and getting better while you're working, not before. You're there to deliver a professional product. Okay, so you've got the mindset down. You're treating it like a job. But how do you land that first gig? The key, Press argues, is to forget about writing that masterpiece novel right out of the gate. You have to be willing to start small, to build your career one brick at a time. I mean, look at Press's own story. His long-term goals were huge, but his short-term steps were tiny. He started out writing about, get this, air conditioners and the best pizza in Los Angeles. In fact, he got so sick from eating pizza for that article, he couldn't even look at a slice for 6 months. But there was a really, really good reason he was doing all this.
And that reason was to get clips. In the writing world, clips are your golden ticket. They're literally articles you clip out of a newspaper or magazine, and they are stone-cold proof that an editor trusted you enough to publish your work. It's the evidence you show the next editor to prove you can do the job.
And this creates a really simple loop, right? Step 1, write anything for anyone who will publish you. A local paper, a trade magazine, whatever. Step 2, get those precious clips. And step 3, use those clips to get a better job and then a better one after that. That's it. That's how you climb the ladder. All right, so you're in the game. You've got the mindset, you're getting some work. Now let's talk about the actual writing. And don't get freaked out by this part. Press says that pretty much every story, whether it's a huge novel or a simple recipe, follows the same basic, ancient 3-part structure. First up, you have the beginning. This is where you set the scene. You have to answer a few simple questions for your reader right away. Who are we talking about? Where are they? And what's the one thing that happens that gets the whole ball rolling? Next comes the middle, and the middle is all about change. This is the struggle. Your main character hits roadblocks, faces challenges, and it forces them to grow. This transformation is the heart of any good story. The person at the end of the middle should be different from who they were at the start. And finally, we have the end. This is the payoff. This is what it's all been building towards. It's the resolution. It answers the big question you set up in the beginning and hopefully gives the reader that satisfying emotional punch. And here's a great test for your own work. Can you describe your whole story in just a sentence or two? If you can't, it's probably not focused enough. In Hollywood, they call this the high concept. You absolutely have to know the answer to that simple question. So, what's it about? So, let's recap. You've got the professional mindset, you're collecting clips, you understand the basic story skeleton, but there is one more thing. And honestly, according to Press, this is the one trait that truly separates the wannabes from the working writers. 15. That's the number. 15 years. Yeah. According to surveys of successful people in the entertainment business, that's the average time it takes to achieve national recognition. This is not an overnight thing. It is a marathon, for sure. And Press is, well, he's pretty blunt about it. He says writers without persistence are losers. Simple as that. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have that grit, that stubborn refusal to quit when things get tough, you're just not going to make it.
But look, persistence isn't just some vague feeling, right? It's about what you do. It's following up when an editor doesn't email you back. It's shrugging off a rejection and trying again. Press tells a story about how he kept calling Disney Adventures over and over again until he finally got an editor on the phone and made a sale. That's persistence in action.
And that brings us to the ultimate takeaway, the whole roadmap, everything we've talked about. It all boils down to this one simple, powerful truth. How do you become a better writer? You write, and then you write some more, and then you keep on writing. So there you have it. The roadmap is crystal clear. Treat writing like a job. Start small and build your portfolio. Understand that simple beginning, middle, end structure. And most of all, never, ever give up. The path is right in front of you. The only question left is, when are you going to